Hello! So Spirit Halloween have made a lot of clowns in their day, and I wanted to organize and talk about their top 10 clowns, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I'm always right, by the way, very objective, because I'm correct. Now, the first clown that we're faced with is actually one that is in the room with me. Sorry, my hair is huge. Wacky Mole. Iconic to most of the people in the community. People who like Spirit Halloween probably know who Wacky Mole is. Now, there's not a lot going on for Wacky Mole as far as animatronics go, because he's kind of the bare minimum thing. Just turns left and right, it speaks, and its eyes glow. What really carries the character, though, is its character. It's got some great voice lines, great voice acting, and great character design. It also glows under a black light. But there are better clowns, obviously, and that brings us to number 9, Peekaboo Clown. I kind of wish I got Peekaboo when turning off Wacky Mole, because just like Wacky Mole, it is a really fun character. It's got these cool screen eyes with spirals, which is one of the first times that we've seen screen eyes in a Halloween animatronic, and it is still one of the most unique ones, because usually with screen eyes nowadays, we see normal eyes with pupils and whatnot. The normal eye thing. Peekaboo has spirals in his eyes, which makes it cool for the reveal when he opens up his hands, and then he's got these spinning spirals. Now, in contrast to Wacky Mole, its voice lines I still think aren't very good.
I can't see because I had my eyes closed.
It isn't very scary, but the voice acting is really good. I like the character and his voice. He's slightly above 6 feet tall, which is bigger than Wacky Mole, and that's why I've ranked him at number 9. Number 8, we've got Thrashing Clown. Now, this was one that was difficult to figure out where he ranked, because he is smaller than Wacky Mole and Peekaboo, but he moves a lot. Coming from someone who does a home haunt, he could be really scary if you put a strobe light there and have guests get really close to it as it goes off, it goes crazy. It doesn't have any lines, it just laughs, which I actually prefer in a haunt. From what I've seen, Thrashing Clown lasts a long time because this is a really old prop. It was released about 9 years ago, and I've seen a lot that work perfectly. I like Thrashing Clown a lot, and that's why he's number 8. Henry Hustle is here at number 7, and unlike Thrashing Clown, he doesn't seem all that reliable since he's made by Crazy Create. I might sound stupid because Thrashing Clown might be made by Crazy Create. Let me check. But when he first released, I didn't expect what he did at all. So first you see him doing this motion with his cards, I'll pick a card and whatnot. But then a head below his neck pops up, pushing the upper head above. He's wearing his own head like a hat to show this creepier kind of demonish face, and I think this scares a lot of people. Henry Hustle is definitely a very creative scare, and I really appreciate that. It sucks with most of these jump scare props that take a long time to say their spiel and then do the jump scare. I'd rather them just jump scare, upon activation, like a jumping spider or Mr. Dark. But either way, I really appreciate the unique and creative jump scare, and that's why Henry Hustle is number 7. Creepy Towering Clown is here at number 6, and the name isn't lying when it says creepy, because this guy is actually really scary in the right lighting or anywhere actually. His face is just creepy. He's really good at looking taller than he is, because he is just 7 feet tall, but he's got these long gangly legs, very kind of slim and tall and hunched over position. On the topic of him being tall, he was actually the start of these taller props. The whole trend with them getting bigger and bigger and bigger is Creepy Towering Clown. It had such a great response with people, rightfully so. His character is great. I love his voice lines and his voice acting delivery.
I'm looking for someone to play hide and seek with. You go hide and I'll come find you.
He would look amazing in a haunted house. That's why he is number 6. Number 5 is one of the clowns that Creepy Towering Clown influenced. This would be Clowning Around. Nice name, by the way. So after Creepy Towering Clown's release, some of these taller props added children for the characters to hold. Now Clowning Around doubles this and holds 2 children. This guy's around 7 feet tall, as the tall clown thing goes, has a really funny character, a really weird and bizarre southern accent with this clown.
They're so cute I could just eat them up. Hey, that's not a bad idea.
And a lot of people don't like it, but I really love it. This guy goes crazy. Clowning Around is a very fun character and has a large and intimidating stature, and that's why he is number 5. With number 4, Cuddles the Clown is at my doorstep, and he has the same body structure as Catacomb Creature. I really enjoy Catacomb Creature's whole overall shape, and making that into a clown is really, really bizarre. You'd never think that that could be made into a clown, but they did that, and I really like how bizarre it is. It seems like almost like a nightmare clown, because this thing couldn't be real. But when you see it right in front of you, it's really surreal. This guy is also 7 feet tall and has a bunch of small clown heads at the end of its fingertips. That's the closest thing I could compare his weird hand branch things to. His head is massive, as you could tell, proportional to his body. His whole stance is really threatening, and as you could tell, I really like just big, bizarre clowns. If they're mutated or otherworldly, all the better. I'd have it in my haunt. Number 3, we've got Two Scoops. Now this is a two-headed clown that holds an ice cream cone with a child in it. Need I say more? This thing's creepy, it's 7 feet tall, and it's funny. Like, its voice lines, the heads argue with each other over the kid in the cone. So it seems like almost the perfect clown. It's scary, mutated, and funny. I would totally recommend Two Scoops. There's only one big downside, which is his quality. This guy could fall apart pretty easily, so if you got him, be just very careful with this animatronic. Nozzles the Clown at the number 2 spot. I love this guy from the first time that we saw his teaser or images, because he's got that kind of mutated vibe. His hands are replaced with nozzles that can shoot out fog. Both his arms go in opposite directions, and he turns left and right. Unfortunately, his mouth doesn't move, much like Wacky Mole, but his voice lines have just as much character as Wacky Mole, in my opinion. He's just a really, really fun character, but he is super overpriced, which sucks a lot. There's always a downside. Now, before I talk about number 1, I want to talk about some honorable mentions. Mr. Salty. He is just as overpriced as Nozzles, unfortunately, but he is a very unique clown. I enjoy his whole gimmick with opening the trench coat and there's a little clown underneath. And Silent and Deadly is another honorable mention, because he's legitimately, like, creepy. He's, like, really scary. He's the epitome of less is more. I enjoy this because he doesn't have a whole speech. He just kind of is there. Honestly, really solid idea. Could very easily be used almost anywhere. Now, number 1, we've got Crouchy the Clown. This guy is just pure scary. He's 7 feet tall while being crouched down, so his proportions are huge. Now, if it's this scary, it not being funny or being super mutated or anything doesn't really matter to me, because the scariness matters the most, and I don't think I've seen a more threatening clown come from Spirit Halloween. The downside is he is built very weak. He's made by Party Time. Be careful with this clown. At least that's what I hear from other people who own Crouchy. I have not had any issues with my Crouchy, but you know, be careful regardless of what props you have. And that is my top 10 Spirit Halloween clown. I hope you liked it. Please tell me your top 10 in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!